Alright, today we have another unboxing video. So my buddy Gene over at Reloading from the Hot Pot picked one of these up. He actually did an unboxing video on this. I was pretty intrigued by this optic, so I had to get one myself. So this is from Advanced Optics Incorporated. The number on this is the RD3-015. So let's get this thing unboxed. Okay, so we got our user manual and everything is in the top. Got your waterproof shield, gasket, whatever you want to call it, goes under the dot. Got an Allen wrench in there, an O-ring, clean cloth. We'll just set this off to the side. Alright, we'll get the dot out. We're going to set this to the side for a sec. Alright, we got a screwdriver down in here. It's a two-sided flathead screwdriver. Alright, and then the last thing in here is we've got this little side-in tool. And that's everything in the box. Alright, now this optic does come with a nice fitted rubber cover. Here we go. Here's the dot. This thing is huge. It's got a huge window on it, and that's why I wanted it. It's got the 4 MOA red dot. It's got your mount for, you know, if you wanted to mount this on a rail, Picatinny rail or whatever on an AR-15, you have that option. I'm not going to be using that. This is actually going to be coming off of here. But there it is. Now this is my first ADE optic. I've never used one. One thing I already like that I'm seeing here is it is a top mount battery, so you don't have to take the dot off when the battery dies like you do on some red dots. So this is a really nice option. As far as how this is pronounced, I'll let you be the judge of it. It's Zantitium. I'm going to guess it is Zantitium is how you pronounce it. Got your up and down for your dot. Set your intensity. Buttons right here. They're kind of small. Now, on the back, you can see we have the lock system on here. This is similar to what is on the Vortex Viper. Now, on the Viper, I haven't read into the instructions yet, but you do turn these back a quarter turn. Once you get your dot adjusted, then you lock them down, both quarter turn, and that locks the dot in. It does work great on the Vortex Viper. We'll have to see how well it works on this. Now this dot only comes with a 1-year warranty. I picked this up on Amazon. It was $109. It's cheap. You can buy about 3 of these for the price of a Holosun, 2 of these for the price of a Swamp Fox, and you could get about 4 or 5 of these for the price of a Trijicon. Is the quality going to be as good? Probably not. But for $109, I'm going to try it out. Now it does say on here that these are assembled in Oregon. Probably all Chinese parts, but $109 red dot. Alright, so let's go over the footprint on this. This is the Vortex or Doctor footprint. But I want to show you something before you guys go out and buy this dot. Even though it has the Viper footprint, the Vortex footprint, this red dot is not going to fit most of your slides. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to get out a gun that has the Viper red dot on it. Alright, I got my Walther PPQ M2 out. This does have the Viper red dot mounted on the slide. I'm going to show you this gun is clear. Nothing in the chamber. No mag. Alright, so here's what we're going to look at. If you look at the size of the Viper, lengthwise, front to back, and now look at this ADE Zantitium, so much longer that is. So you're going to find very few slides, if any, that this is going to mount on. But the reason I bought this dot is because I have a gun that I want to mount this to. Alright, now your next question is going to be, what if you have a mounting plate? So this is my Canik TP9 SFX. I do not have a dot on it right now. But if you look, I will show you, this gun is also clear. Nothing in the chamber. No magazine. This mounting plate still dips down into the slide a little bit. So you've got about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe closer to an 1/8 of this plate is still down inside the slide. So when you go to put this on, it is not going to work. You're not going to be able to get that down in there. So if you're going to use this dot on a handgun, you're going to have a mount, like say for a 2011 or a 1911, that mounts to the frame, like a frame mount for an optic, or you can use this on a Picatinny rail, mount it to an AR, any gun. But I do have the perfect gun to put this on, and that's what it's going to go on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, get this dot off this mount, because we're not going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. I'll get this unmounted, and we'll come back and look at it off of this mount. Alright, we got the dot off of that mount now. This window on this thing is impressive. Crazy. Alright, let's get this dot on. We already went over that it is top mount. It is a CR2032 battery. So let's turn this on. Alright, I went to turn the dot on and it didn't turn on, so I figured either it doesn't work or there's no battery in it. So there was no battery in it. But I wanted to show you that's your top mount. One other thing I wanted to show you was that extra O-ring in that bag. It goes right here, so it does come with an extra O-ring for the battery cap, which is pretty cool. And I did find a battery inside. So, back like I said, we're a CR2032. We'll drop that in there. And set that flush. And we'll take the tool that came with it. Get this nice and straight. Alright, there it is. Alright, so to turn this dot on, there's your up button. You hold that button for about 2 seconds and it's on. And the same thing to turn it off. Hold the down button a couple seconds and it's off. Alright, I'm going to try to attempt to show you what this dot looks like on camera. Alright. So, it's not the cleanest dot. It's super bright. It does starburst just a little bit. Get you focused back in here. Let me start to turn this down. And there it's off. Get it back on. Alright, there's your low setting. There's your brightest setting. So it's a super bright dot. It's not bad. It's not super clear. It's not a real clean dot. It starbursts a little bit, but for $109, it's a pretty nice dot. Alright, so the last couple things we're going to talk about with this dot. If you do buy this dot, you got to mount it. You do not want to use over 12 inch-pounds on your torque wrench. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is this does not have an auto on or auto off feature. You will be turning this on manually and off manually. As far as the battery life goes on this, I could not find anything on how long the battery will last in one of these. That will remain to be seen. But there you have it. That's the ADE 4MOA Zantitium red dot. We'll get this mounted up on the gun and we'll take it to the range. We'll test it out. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.